Well, the angle was better when I...
We're going to start with some rapid fire, and just as they come, right, you could just fill in the blanks. So we start with, hello, my name is...
Sarah.
And people know me for...
Playing soccer.
My friends call me...
Sarah.
Okay.
Starting so dull.
On the field, I'm known for...
Defending.
Dominating. I grew up in...
Chicago.
But I feel most at home in...
Chicago.
Okay. Growing up, I always dreamed of being a
pro soccer player, I think.
Dream realised. In school, I was best at...
Writing.
But I struggled with...
Math.
My first ever job was...
I worked at Hollister.
I can so see that. And it taught me...
Patience.
Yeah, working with public, right?
And yes, and just like the importance of working hard to make money and provide for yourself.
Yeah, and the overuse of cologne.
Overuse of cologne, definitely.
I've played soccer since I was
around 5.
Okay. And Beast Mode Soccer helped me by...
Well, when I first saw you out of college, I had no technique in passing at all. And you helped me in a lot of ways. But technically, you've really helped me and changed
You keep walking away.
Sorry. Why is it so close? Let me hold this.
What? That was 2016 or 15?
I don't want to get too close to you because I drink coffee and like my breath.
I'm not worried about it. I've got a deviated septum. I can't see. Was that 2016?
2016. Yeah, that's the year.
Make sure you're in the frame.
I'm in the frame.
As a kid, my favourite position was...
I played sweeper and I really loved it.
But I also played as a...
Sweeper.
Okay. When I need a break from soccer, I escape to...
I have a lot of things.
What's like the main one?
The healthy one?
Yeah.
Yoga helps me, but
Okay.
shopping is my weakness.
So,
Don't tell the kids that.
I've seen your new car, so... My go-to meal before a game is...
I can't really eat on the day of a game, but if it's a home game, I always have pancakes with peanut butter and fruit.
Okay, because it makes me feel...
Light, but energized.
Fair. In the future, I want to be known for...
Remember when Mike Tyson got asked about legacy and he told the little kid, what's legacy? We're all going to die.
That's so true, though, isn't it?
I'm kind of feeling the same way.
You know what? The funny thing is with that, like tragically, that Liam Payne passed away, right? It was within 2 weeks, no one cared.
Yeah.
And he was one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
I don't even know who that is.
He was in One Direction.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the guy who he fell off a balcony in Argentina.
Oh, yes.
But that's like, it really does like set it home, doesn't it? Like, what is legacy? Who really cares? Just do something whilst you're here.
Yeah.
So did you always want to play college soccer, or was there a specific moment where you knew that was your goal at the time?
I think that my parents really wanted me to play because the idea of a scholarship sounded nice. And so that was just kind of ingrained in my head when I was like started high school, that was my goal. I never really thought about what I wanted to do though.
Yeah. So it's just like that was the goal, right? When did you start talking to colleges, and what was the recruitment process like?
Well, I'm very old and I don't have good memories, but I'm pretty sure I started talking like end of my freshman year in high school, beginning of my sophomore year. And I just remember like going to the schools and meeting with the coaches and the girls on the team and getting to spend the night and experience, I guess, what college would be like.
What was your like top 3?
DePaul, obviously, Mizzou, and South Carolina.
All 3 really good schools, actually, yeah.
Oh, so you think DePaul's a good school? Because aren't you the same one who, when I say something stupid, would be like, oh, that's that DePaul education?
Yeah, but that's like a fill-in-the-blank joke for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, there's that Stanford education. You know?
Well, that's not a good one.
Yeah, but like, it's just You know, it's an English guy trying to be funny.
Yeah,
You know,
English people and
I just
their
try to
humor.
alleviate some stress from sessions sometimes. That's all.
They're so stressful.
It's part of my player development. What does it take to play centre back at the pro level?
So, okay. So at the college level, I feel like I played center back based off my athleticism and just like intuition for the game. At that point, technically, tactically, I wasn't obviously where I am now, but I was
Yeah,
still learning and growing. And then professionally, it takes everything. Like you have to be athletic, but you have to be smart, you have to have good vision. It really like is a whole new level. But at the collegiate level, there's still a lot of like learning to be done from freshman to senior year. Like, you don't have to be a full
yeah,
set player going into college.
yeah. The development piece is still there, right?
Hmm.
How do you adapt your playing style to different opponents and game situations? And who who is the player that you like? You get amped about competing with?
Professional level, it's I mean it's a job. Like every week we're watching film on players because forwards and attackers are always adapting their game. So as a defender, I'm always having to watch film and like change things about my game or just know what to expect. Like, is this forward gonna make this cut there? Do they prefer their right or left? Things like that. Are they really fast? Do I have to give them a little bit more space? So I think like that's something that learning of attackers in the game never ends. Like that's a week by week
Yeah,
thing. Um, People I like get amped to go against.
yeah, like that person that, and I'm not saying like you put them in your pocket or they
Caden.
put you in your pocket,
I
but
love
like,
going against.
yeah, because you always win.
Who do I get amped to play against?
Yeah, like there's got like I don't know, like Soph or something like that, where you know it's going to be hard, but you also know if you shut her down, like it's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I think I told you this the other day. Soph is hard to go against because she gets her shot off so quick. So it's going to be like you have to be on the entire time. But to your point, if you do shut her down, it's really rewarding. If it's even, I mean, she's always going to get her shot off. So
Yeah,
just have to do the best with her.
she's an incredible player.
She is.
Yeah. How do you prepare mentally for big games or high pressure situations?
I do a lot of meditation, yoga, and breath work because I'm very emotional.
I've actually
And
seen you on the field before
breathing.
games. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I was always envious of you because you seem to have it down, and I really struggle to meditate, like to shut my brain off.
Yeah.
And you always looked so calm and peaceful before games.
Well, it's actually hard, and I'm not always feeling peaceful.
Yeah.
But I'm like so emotional, and like when I first became a pro, I didn't know what to do with like my anxiety and my fear, and then yoga, meditation, breath work helped me like move emotions that I don't need, and also just like be present with one like nerves and anxiety, like things that we all get. Being present with those, like allowing space for them, really helped me because I always tried to push things away.
Yeah, I think honestly, meditation should be part of every player's repertoire, right? Just to be able to have that ability to be able to focus on the now and shut out the noise because it's so hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when like last season, I'd look over on the field and you're like just meditating there, and I'm like, oh, wish I had the. I'm trying, but I feel like my ADD doesn't let me do it for
No,
more
it's
than
hard.
20 seconds. And you've got ADD as well, haven't you? So,
ADHD, yeah.
yeah, what's the difference?
They're different.
Are they?
Well, I mean, they're two different names.
Yeah. It's like Sarah with an H and Sarah. They're both the same but different.
No, absolutely not.
What's your pre-game routine and how does that help you perform at your best? Wow, I sounded really American then.
Your best. Well, I kind of just told you it, but every morning I have to cold shower, and then game day morning, I have to cold shower. I have to meditate. I have to do a quick yoga flow, and I do my breath work twice. I do it in the morning, and then I do it on the field right before the game. And those are just the things that I need. Everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to have matcha always.
You love a matcha from Erewhon or?
No, their matcha's very good.
Erewhon, you need to sponsor this girl.
Yeah, I would like a smoothie of the month.
Yeah, like let's have the Sarah Gorden smoothie.
People
Honestly,
would fly. People would fly to LA just to try
They
it.
would flock, and you would only have to give her like 20K a post. I want 10% of that. What specific areas of your game have you focused on improving, and how has that made a difference?
Well, I can answer this question, but maybe you should answer this question because
Okay.
you know this.
So when I first started to work with you, like it was getting consistent with the basics, right? And I feel like as you've progressed through the professional levels, it's focused on like more exquisite passing. Like last season, I love it. You know, like I love when you dribble out of the back. It's like my favorite thing.
Why is she dribbling?
But like I love it because, you know, incorrectly you're described as like an athletic player, and I feel like it's kind of like why I wanted to do this. Like you work so hard on the technical side of it, and if people could have seen you that first session that we did
In 2016.
yeah, and I'm not like slagging you off here, but the difference is remarkable. It
Yeah, because
is,
you're
isn't
like,
it?
wow, she can hardly pass the ball with the inside of her foot well.
But I think that was a confidence thing, honestly, because I know when you're playing confident, you just know.
Yeah.
And I would say honestly, the growth that I've seen last 3 or 4 years, even before you moved here, is huge, and that's a massive thing for you because I feel like, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but one day I feel like you woke up and thought, well, I'm actually really good at this. I'm like, I can shut down world class forwards.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Because, like, the last few years, I've come to you and been like, distribution, I want a better range of passing. But to your point, the biggest thing for me, not just the last 4 years, since I've really become a pro and become like conscious human, very informed of how I'm feeling, is confidence. And like, you've been a big help to me because you'll be like, just believe in yourself. Like, you're Sarah Gorden, believe in yourself. But really, you're right, because it's when I'm feeling confident, I can make any pass. And if I and it, I mean, we're humans, it ebbs and flows. Some days you feel great, some days you don't. But
Yeah.
confidence has been a big factor.
When I have like world class forwards tell me, oh, I hate playing against Sarah, it's like, that's a big deal, isn't
People
it?
say that.
Yeah.
Are you just saying this?
No, I swear to God, I'm not going to name check them.
Hayden said that.
No, I'm not. I'm not name checking them because I don't know if they'd want that out there. But more than one have said like, because I say like, who's the player you don't like playing? Oh, Sarah Gorden. It's like, because even if you beat her, she's there. Again, it's like the butler in Mr. Deeds. You just show up. Showing my age now.
I don't know what that is.
It's a great Adam Sandler
I'm
movie.
only 25. I've never seen it.
You are, and you look great for 25. What
The people say.
what qualities make a great teammate?
I would just say that being on a team, it's like a job. It's like being in an office. You're not always going to get along with everybody,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to celebrate each other's wins and be loyal and ride for each other on the field no matter what's going on. It's really important.
I feel like that part always gets lost as well, doesn't it? Because of the stories and the narratives, like everybody thinks, oh, you're on the same team, you've all got to be best friends, and it's just not realistic, is it? Like if I've got 30 people around me, I'm probably gonna not get on with maybe not this.
You maybe 28.
No, but I feel like dislike's a strong word, but just don't get on with and you don't vibe with, and having the ability to remove yourself that and really celebrate their successes as well. That's a great answer.
Thank you.
Never heard that before. Okay, two more questions. What advice would you give to a young player aspiring to play at the professional level?
I would just say it's all about desire. That's
so true.
It's not about how fast you are, how technical you are. It's really just about how bad you want it. So if you believe in that, it can take you all the way.
Well, that's the thing, right? At your level, the difference in the technical aspect and all of that, it gets smaller and smaller, right? So you're right, desire and mentality, right? Like, because I know players who technically I'd look at and be like, they're okay, but in their head they're amazing, and they play like that as well. And you're like, wow, like you've built out a career. That's impressive, right? Okay, what advice do you have for young players who want to start out in club soccer Scouts.
I would say definitely. Can they even see me?
Sorry, my bad.
Is your
It's
arm
all about
okay?
it died about 10 minutes ago. I've got discipline.
I would say that to really take the time to develop your game outside of your club practices, because like a lot of the things that I needed to develop during club were things that I couldn't get in club sessions. And I mean, that comes in working with someone like you or just someone who can help, the little technical things that you want to get better at or wherever you want your game to improve. Just kind of picking a few things, maybe two things, and like focusing on that for the year and getting on the field outside of club sessions to develop that.
Great answer. Um,
Thank you.
that
You
that
have 18 minutes of editing.
that's okay. So that's the last question I had, but I just wanted to say that beyond football, I think people need to know that you've killed it in life, right? Like you look at like your journey so hard, so hard. Like you had Caden at college. Look what you've achieved, right? Like that's where I don't see you don't get the props that you deserve. You've carved out a really,
Yes.
really good career. You've got a son who's a joy to be around, and people need to know that.
Thank you.
I don't think I've ever told you that I'm actually really proud of you. I did try to find
You
you in
did tell me in
Chicago.
Chicago telepathically
Yeah, I tried,
after hating me.
but no, it was never hate. It's frustration. But I do.
Why?
It was a whole hodgepodge of things. But I do, in all honesty, like I feel like that's a story for you to tell one day, because other people in that situation might not see a way out, right, and not want to chase that dream. And you've not just chased it, like you've got to the top of the game. So well done.
Make sure you download the Beast Mode Soccer Plus app if you want to be a professional soccer player or if you want to go to college.